Alright, 1 second, guys. 1 second. Alright, let me turn this volume down real quick. Okay, so this is going to be a real quick video on what is Tree of Life, what is it about, and this is kind of my first impressions of it. So Tree of Life is a sandbox MMO that's being put out by Odd One Games, which is an indie developer. It came out on Steam about 2 days ago on early access. It was $19.99 for the game itself. $25.99 gets you it gets you added bag slots. It gets you this extra bag right here, and it gets you an extra box of matches and some food. So what is the game overall? So Tree of Life, like I said, and I'll show you at nighttime, because as you can see right here, nighttime is very dark in this game. So this is a sandbox MMO. You start yourself out on the beach and you are stranded, and your goal, very much like from what I've been told, like Rust and other games of that nature, is your goal is to survive. So you have to go out and you have to gather resources and get food to basically satisfy all of your little life bars you have down here at the bottom. So let me actually fix one of those right now. So you do so by basically going around, and you start out with these skills that you see kind of here as my primary ones that are leveled up, because these are the ones that you're going to be using from the get-go of the game, which is your farming, your carpentry, your martial arts, which is just, it's not actually like kung fu, it basically just means you don't have a weapon and you're punching stuff. And then eventually you get swords and axes, which are kind of like the first little tools that you're crafting. And as you can see right here, as I flip through kind of everything, there is a nice little truck ton of skills. I believe there is around 25 or so. Let's see, there's 8, 12, 16, 20, there's 24 skills total. So you got 24 skills, and you have points. You have 271 points. And basically, as you still have points available, everything kind of has an up arrow to it, which just means like, oh, as you use it or as you craft it, that skill is going to level up. When your points start capping out, then you can down arrow some of these skills so that it will then take like a point of carpentry and put it in shields if I don't have any more points available. So eventually you'll have to pick and choose your skill sets, but at least at the beginning you're not limited. It's a pretty fun game overall. I would definitely, for this being an early access game that has literally been out for 2 days, bug-wise, they had some problems the first day, but I haven't run into any bugs since then. It has kind of the same downfalls as a lot of these other sandbox games have, at least for me downfalls. For other people, this might be a reason you play sandbox games, which is the fact that your stuff is not safe. Like the fact you see this trace of evil on the ground, this means that something happened here. Either a player got killed or somebody came in and looted their stuff. And if it was actually your stuff, you can look at the traces of evil and see who did it. But in the meantime, like, it's, you know, you're just out of luck. You know, your stuff got taken and it is what it is. So I don't like that aspect of the game. It's what's going to keep me probably not from playing this game long term, unless they make some servers where you can kind of have, you know, just PvE settings where at least your base isn't getting immediately destroyed, or stuff like that. I don't like the decay of how fast everything you build has gone away. Like if I leave my base for 24 hours, even if other people don't touch it, the NPCs of the world will destroy it, and so my base is out of luck. So I don't really like that aspect of it, but it is what it is. That's part of the game type. So, like I said, there's pluses and minuses to it. Overall, it is a fun game. But like as you can see right here, these little numbers flying up, this is like my guild's base. I'm not going to do anything about it right now. Sorry, guys. And those are NPCs just wailing away on your shit. So just the fact that people aren't here, your base will get destroyed in a 24-hour period of time. So that's something that I don't like about it, but it is what it is. This guy's going to kill me, but I'm making a video, so I don't really care. Good, you can see the death mechanic. So, it is what it is, though. And You know, there's a big map world to it. I'll show you in a minute as soon as this guy's done killing me. Okay, so here you go. Here's the death mechanic. So you get up here and you can spawn and you fly around, and you basically have a 3-minute respawn timer, period. Now, the difference to this respawn timer is you can reduce it by collecting souls, which is any of these little glowing shards that are going on around the area. So by flying around and collecting souls, you're going to be able to reduce the respawn timer down to instant. So, but this is the downfall of the game, is both the PvP mechanic and the fact that just NPCs on their own kill your stuff. Now, you don't drop a bunch of gear, so like that guy killing me is not a big deal. I don't drop anything. There's nothing he's going to loot from me. I think you drop one item, and the stuff comes back almost instantly, so it's not anything problematic. But it's just a mechanic of the game. So that, in a nutshell, is what this game is. It's fun. It has a lot of positives to it. And really the only negative to it, in my opinion, is that PvP aspect and the fact that the monsters might be a little bit overly aggressive with their being able to destroy anything you've worked for. Like, I mean, these guys, when I talk to them and stuff, you know, they had spent the whole first 2 days kind of building up this base, and now because you have to go about with your regular life, everything you've done is gone. You know, so I mean, that for me is why I will not continue playing this game until that gets resolved. But it is early access. This has literally been out for 2 days. So it's fun. If you like sandbox MMOs, you know, and I've tried out a handful of these things, I will say that this could be the game for you. If you like that aspect, if you like that kind of risk and reward thing, if you have the time to put into it, it could be for you. They have a great crafting system. It's a fun game. The world is big. I mean, you've got a lot of territory here that you can kind of expand to and build stuff, and different things have different resources, so you really have to travel around and find the different resources, and there is a lot of fun aspect to it in that regard. So Tree of Life is on Steam, like I said, for 20 bucks. It's overall, I do not regret this purchase. I'll pick it up and I'll keep dabbling with it, and I'll be very interested to see what they do with it, because they have lots of talk about doing stuff like more PvE servers, or making it so that you basically have to pick on your character whether you're going to be a PvP character or a PvE character. And if you're PvP, like, you're kind of open game, and if you're PvE, then I think you can only be killed like once every now and then or something like that. So I'll be interested to see how this game grows and expands. Great early access game. It's a lot of fun, and I suggest you check it out. I'll be updating it regularly, but this is just kind of a first impression. And I do stream this game at least once a week on Gaming for Ari on Twitch. There's not many of us on there streaming Tree of Life, but I am one of them. So feel free to come check it out. Feel free to give me a ping if you see me on there, and I've added a couple people from Twitch onto my Steam account, and we're playing on this regularly along with some other stuff. So check it out, Tree of Life, Steam, and thanks everybody for watching. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer.